What it do, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be getting into another tier list, and we're going to be looking at the best sources of protein that are available in most places. I mean, I live in the US, but I'm sure you can get this stuff in like England, Europe, maybe Australia. Yeah, this is usually pretty readily available proteins. So let's jump right in. If you guys disagree with me on some of this stuff, or maybe have your own opinions, let me know in the comments. This is just kind of what my experience is with the proteins we're going to go through. So to start with, cottage cheese. Cottage cheese, now this is, I think it's disgusting alone, but if you actually bake it into things, like if you make like, honestly, eggs with cottage cheese can be very good if you make it more of like a bread kind of thing. Um, you can do different things with this that don't make it so nasty. I actually give this, and the protein you get is very high. I believe most cottage cheeses are maybe like 14 grams of protein per. Mm, no, I think it's 12 or 13 grams per serving, and a serving is like 100 calories, something like that. It's pretty good. It's almost S tier, but I would say A tier just because alone it's kind of gross. Egg whites. If you're really struggling, if you're in a like deep into the cut and you want to just get leaner, you can use egg whites and you're still gonna get the protein. You just won't get the meat part of the egg, the cholesterol part. That's the part that I feel like kind of really makes you feel good. um, Also A tier. You could do a lot of things with these. You can make an omelet with them. They're not going to taste as good as eggs or be like as filling, but you're still going to get the protein. You're gonna, it's a good source of protein. Not anything too crazy. Not S tier. Greek yogurt. This, I think this is Greek yogurt. I'm gonna call it Greek yogurt. This is S tier right away. High source of protein, very good for you, good for your gut health. Um, Low calorie. Usually it's about 100 calories a serving, depending on which one you get. Um, the one from Costco actually has 18 grams of protein in it, so really, really fire. I have this almost every day in some sort of smoothie or bowl with fruit or something. It's just delicious and it's straight into S tier. Ground beef. Um, this is not lean. Oh no, this is ground turkey. My bad. This is ground turkey. I don't like turkey that much personally. I do think it's a very good source of protein, and I think it just goes into A tier. You can do a lot with it. It The flavor isn't as good as beef or bison, um, but it's still good. Beef jerky. I think this goes A tier as well. Again, especially if you're on the go, if you're traveling and you need like a snack or you just need to hit your protein, man, beef jerky's great. I'm on the road a lot for my job, and I'll stop and get jerky, Quest chips as well, or another thing I'll get when I'm on the road. But these are a couple of things that, at least for me, like jerky is just great, and it's just really straight lean beef. So definitely a great source. Peanut butter, and especially this Skippy peanut butter. This stuff's really unhealthy. It actually has a lot of sugar. Um, Now, if you get something like Adam's peanut butter or some of the more natural ones, like I forgot what it's called, like there's a little bear on it, it's green. Those are okay. But again, I wouldn't ever call peanut butter a protein source. It's really more, unless you're like a vegetarian, it's more of a fat source. Uh, if you're cutting, this is D tier. If you're bulking, it's probably still like C tier. Like it's just not that great for a protein source. I really wouldn't be spamming peanut butter. Fun fact, when I first did my first cut ever and I was dropping from like 30% body fat, I was eating this every day and I wasn't actually measuring it out because I was an idiot. And I was like, man, I'm not really losing the weight I want to. I'm not really like leaning out at all. And it was because I was having like literally 500 calories of peanut butter every single day. And I thought it was like 100. I was like, oh, I could just eat more peanut butter. No, 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 no. You got to be really careful with this stuff. It adds up fast. Processed meat. This looks like turkey, maybe. I would put this actually right where I was holding it in C tier. It's Processed meats aren't as ideal as like an unprocessed meat where you grill or you air fry, um, or just put it in the oven. This stuff is usually like very very salty and kind of it can be pretty processed. It kind of depends. This could be ham too. I'm not super sure, but any processed deli meat, you kind of want to do the best you can to avoid it, at least in my opinion. So those are two not so great options. This is lean ground beef. straight into S tier. I eat this every single day. I have eaten this every single day for almost the entire year this year. Um, I get addicted to the same foods, so I can literally eat the same food for probably a year straight and I won't have a problem. I think I literally get dopamine from eating ground beef. It sounds insane, but I have sort of conditioned myself to like just be obsessed over the ground beef. I have it for breakfast and it's just amazing. Yeah, it's a high source of protein. You get a ton of micronutrients in it, like iron and a bunch of other stuff. And it's just really one of the best whole foods around that you can get. Now, if you're getting fatty ground beef, if you're getting above, I would say like 90%, it's not going to be as good for you. It can still have a lot of protein, but then you're going to start getting a lot of fat in there as well and higher calorie. Just be careful with that. Try and keep it below 90. I think the Costco kind I get is 92.8 or 91.9. I can't remember. I think it's 91.9, but that's usually what I get. 93.7 is great too if you can get that. I just find the Costco one to be the best price and bang for your buck. With that, salmon. Salmon, again, S tier. This is one of the best proteins. I love a salmon and rice bowl or just like salmon and some vegetables. It's one of my favorite fish to eat, and it's going to keep you full and satiated. You're going to get omega 3s for your brain health. You're going to also get plenty of fats from that as well. So those are two absolute banger foods. You can't go wrong with these. Always very delicious as well, and you can season them in just a bunch of ways. Really, really good. Next up, we have bacon. Kind of controversial one because yeah, it's got some protein. It's pretty high in fats. It, I don't think I would call bacon a whole food. It's more a little bit processed, but it's not. I think I would almost put it in the same. If you're on a cut, be careful with how much bacon you have. I'm not saying you can't have it. Just have maybe 1-2 pieces at most. It could be B tier. I think it's going to be B tier because I've eaten this in a deficit before and I've been fine. You just have to manage it, and it's good. And I don't know. There's a lot of things that people say about how bad bacon is, but there's a lot worse things you can also be having. Just be careful with it. Cheese. Similar to bacon, again, pretty high in like fats, high in calories. Some cheeses are great. Parmigiano Reggiano. I don't even know if I said that right. Reggiano, whatever. That cheese is extremely good for you. It's like a raw milk cheese and just high in protein, low in calories, really good. Some cheeses, like there's a Gouda cheese that Costco has that I really, really like, but it's super high in calories. Just be careful with it. I would put this B tier as well. It's not really, these two, I wouldn't consider them like sources of protein per se. Like that's not where I'm looking to get protein. Cheese is kind of just like it's almost like a filler, kind of like fatty. I don't know. It's just a good food. They're not bad. Just be careful. Whey protein. I love protein powders personally. This goes to S tier. Again, I have this every day with my yogurt and berries. It's just, it's just protein powder. It's the purest form protein powder. It's there's nothing I don't really have anything to say that's bad about it. It's great to help hit your protein goals, and yeah, have as much protein powder as you want. Oscar Mayer turkey bacon. I have never had this actually, and this is the first thing on the list I've never had. Um, I think this is going to be A tier because original bacon isn't going to be as good as like the beef bacon or the turkey bacon. If you can find those, good for you. I live in Montana. We don't have a lot of stuff here. Period. We don't even have a Trader Joe's. We don't have a Kroger store. We don't have a lot of things. So you kind of just get what you have, and it's the basics. But if you have this kind of stuff, that's sweet. Good for you. Definitely utilize it because I'm sure it tastes like bacon to some degree. Probably not as fatty though because it's turkey, right? And that's the advantage. Eggs, S tier, straight away S tier. One of the healthiest things you can eat on the planet. Don't let other people tell you otherwise. You will feel great after eating eggs. You're not going to feel bloated. They have a lot of healthy fats for you, a lot of good protein, and it's just a really, really solid food all around. Chicken, a whole chicken. I'm going to say we're going to call this like a rotisserie chicken. Personally, I don't like the whole chicken because you got to deal with all the bones and like breaking it apart. It goes to A tier just for that reason. But in terms of health, yeah, it's really good for you. Is this a turkey? This might be a turkey. I don't know. It's turkey or chicken because now I see the chicken breast right here. So I'm like, okay, that's probably the chicken. We're going to put it A tier. Another, you know, it's a whole food. It's good for you. Nothing really wrong with it, just not my preference personally. Sausage. This is going to go to C tier. I think sausage is pretty unhealthy in the for the most part. These might even be hot dogs. Hot dogs or sausage, kind of the same thing. As a protein source, nah, this is D tier. This is way too fatty and way too gross. I think sausages, I always feel sick. I'll be on the toilet for hours after eating too much sausage. It's never been a good thing for me personally. Maybe y'all can handle it better than I can. Um, Avoid sausage and hot dogs. If you're eating a hot dog and trying to be healthy, what are you doing? Chicken breast. Chicken breast, and honestly, I would even say chicken thigh. They're sort of synonymous. This is an S tier food. Again, something I eat very regularly, not quite every day. But yeah, chicken breast is great. Super, super good for you. Great source of protein and very, very low calorie. You can eat a shit ton of chicken breast and you will not be hitting your calorie max for the day. So I could eat like literally, I've had 500 grams of chicken breast and I'll be so full for like 12 hours. It's ridiculous. Not 12. That's an exaggeration. Maybe like 8 hours. But like I'm completely cooked after I eat that. So definitely a good, very filling food to have. You can have some vegetables. I usually get like potatoes with it, or sometimes like some greens, rarely, or just like some fruit with it. It's just really, really delicious. Nuts. This is not, again, this is not a protein source. Unless you're like a vegan, don't be eating nuts as a protein source. Kind of the same as peanut butter. Way more fats, way high in calories. You're gonna end up overeating if you eat, especially a whole bowl of nuts. This is crazy work. Not that they're unhealthy for you; they're good for you. But if you're gonna eat nuts, just really, really keep it to like that handful. If you go more than the handful, uh, be careful. It's gonna be bad. What do we have here? Cookies and cream protein bar. We'll say no. Protein bars get a lot of hate. People always say, "Oh my God, that's so unhealthy. You can't eat those. They have all these processed things in them." Okay, but you have people eating like, you know, Chips Ahoy and Doritos and shit. And like a protein bar is at least a step in the right direction. I'm going to put these in B tier. They aren't, not, these are probably closer to A tier. Protein bars are A tier. Um, I don't prefer them because I think whole foods are just better for you in general. And you're going to feel better eating whole foods. You'll be more full. But a protein bar, if you're on the go, again, it's similar to beef jerky where it's not bad for you. You're gonna hit your protein, and people could say it's got, oh no, all the emulsifiers. I don't know, like I don't even know what people say about them. But if you're trying to get lean and you have to eat a protein bar because you're traveling or whatever, eat the protein bar. It's gonna be way better than going out to like, you know, I don't know, Popeyes. What the heck is this? I wish there was a way to blow this up. Wait, maybe we can zoom in a little bit. We can. Jenny, oh, this is ground turkey. Oh, this is ground beef. Okay, so we have a little bit of a adjustment to make here in the tier list. So this is actually going to go down to C tier because this is non-lean ground beef. This is 80/20 ground beef. Bad source of protein. This is the ground turkey. Honestly, if you like it, I could put this in S tier. I'm going to put it in S tier. It's very similar to chicken. You can make turkey burgers out of that or spaghetti, not spaghetti. I don't, well, you could have pasta with it if you really wanted to, but yeah, something like this is very, very healthy, very good for you. Would highly recommend. Nuri. I just got exposed to what these are. They're kind of like a type of protein smoothie, protein shake. Um, I think they're okay. I like Core Powers a little bit better, but in terms of flavor and cost, I would put them again same as the protein bar. It's an A tier. I mean, it's a solid source of protein, and remember, this is a protein tier list, so we're not talking like, you know, I guess, oh, how healthy is this? We're just saying how good of a source of protein is this. So yeah, I think these are pretty interchangeable, kind of the same concept. Horizon Organic Milk. I used to drink this when I was a kid. Um, I don't know if I would consider it a source of protein. I haven't had milk in a minute. I really don't know. I'd probably put this into B tier, very similar to cheese and the bacon. Uh, I don't think it would be horrible, but I don't think you should be drinking too much milk. you know, to the point where you're relying on it as a protein source. Um, More Greek yogurt. I guess this is the flavored one. I don't know what the difference is between the other one. Maybe that's 0% yogurt, and this is. We'll put this as the Greek yogurt. This is what we're gonna do. This is Greek yogurt. This is gonna be normal yogurt. Normal yogurt will also go to B tier. Greek yogurt is the A tier, and I already kind of explained Greek yogurt. We're gonna talk about regular yogurt. Regular yogurt typically, what is this? Uh, this is 0% milk fat. So I'm guessing it has like zero sugar as well. Um, I don't know. This stuff's okay. Not going to be as high a protein as Greek yogurt though. Like 20 grams of protein, and this thing is little. It's like that big, right? Not very big little cup. These are always good. I like to just get the big one and then put scoops of that into my shake in the morning. Tuna. I absolutely hate tuna. I will never eat tuna, but it's going to be at least A tier. I think it could even go into S tier. Tuna is a very good source of protein, very healthy for you, has the omega 3s. I hate the smell and I hate the taste. I can't stand it. So for me, it has to go A tier, but for some of you guys that like it, it's definitely an S tier kind of food. Rounding it out here, we only got a couple left. We're going to go with steak straight into S tier. This looks like a type of filet, maybe. Um, if it's a big ribeye, it might actually be A tier because there's a lot of fat in that. But a cut like this, where it's going to have little fat, um, this is going to be a pretty amazing source of protein. Steak plus some eggs, you cannot go wrong. Absolutely beautiful combo. Uh, Steak kind of the same as the ground beef. It's just S tier. This is pretty much my ranking right here of. It's going to go something like this. Oops, I meant to put eggs probably above salmon. This is pretty much my ranking personally of the S tier group. More whole milk. This is D tier. You don't want to be drinking whole milk as a protein source. It's just not great. Trust me. Very high calorie. I believe it's pretty high in fat too. I actually don't think I've ever had whole milk, you guys. So yeah, I wouldn't be consuming this on a regular basis. And finally, shrimp. I've never had shrimp. We don't ever have a lot of seafood where I live because it's kind of gross by the time it gets to me. So, um, it's gonna go A tier though. I think it's still really healthy, and I know shrimp's a lean food. I can't really speak on it because I've never had it. So I would imagine it's maybe similar to tuna. But anyways, guys, that's going to round up the tier list. If you guys enjoyed and maybe agree with me on some of this stuff, let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed anything. I can't really think of anything that I missed besides like maybe like a Halo Top ice cream or Quest chips. Those are kind of like, but they're not really like actual sources of protein. They're kind of just like additives that you can help to suppress cravings or whatever. Um, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys want help losing body fat, if you guys are feeling stuck or maybe you don't know where to go next, just check the link in the description and we can book a call there and you can talk to me one on one and we'll see if maybe I can help you out. And if we're a good fit together, then we can go ahead and do that. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching and thank you all. We'll see you in the next one.